Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the March 25th meeting of the Lowell License Commission. I would like to take first an opportunity to thank Mary Sheen from the school department for filling in tonight and taking our minutes. And with that, Ms. Sheen, you can take roll call.
Chairperson Dakota?
Yeah.
Chairperson Donahue?
Present. Hi.
Hi. Chairperson Howe?
Here.
Chairperson Krieger?
Present.
Chairperson McCarthy? 4 present, 1 absent.
Thank you. Number 1 on the agenda, please.
Well, the acceptance of the meeting minutes for February 11th.
Move approval.
Move approval.
Moved by Commissioner Krieger, seconded by Commissioner Donahue. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries. Next, Mayor.
Application number 1 by Sizzling Kitchen LLC, Fong Tuan Nguyen, manager for all alcoholic beverages restaurant license for premises at 602 Merrimack Street. It is requested that legal notice be published in the local newspaper and public hearing to be held on April 8th, 2021 at 6:00 p.m. via Zoom video conference.
Thank you. Motion made by Commissioner Howe, seconded by Commissioner Donahue for a public hearing on April 8th. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, Mary.
Application number 2 by Boston Tonight LLC, DBA Trend, Eleftherios Elkritos, manager for all alcoholic beverages restaurant license for premises at 1519-25 Merrimack Street. It is requested that a legal notice be published in the local newspaper and public hearing be held on April 8th, 2021 at 6 p.m. via Zoom video conference.
Thank you. Motion made by Commissioner Donahue, seconded by Commissioner Krieger. All in favor for a public hearing on April 8th. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda, Ms. Sheehan.
Application by Sonesta International Hotels Corporation, DBA Sonesta Select Boston Lowell, Michael Lassard, manager, for transfer of all alcoholic beverages restaurant license for premises at 30 Industrial Avenue East. It is requested that legal notice be published in local newspaper and public hearing be held on April 8th, 2021 at 6 p.m. via Zoom video conference.
Motion made by Commissioner Howe, seconded by Commissioner Krieger. All in favor for a public hearing on April 8th. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, please.
Application by AB St. Mary Incorporated, DBA Dream Market, Imus Nashed, manager for wines and malt beverages license for premises at 358 Mammoth Road. It is requested that legal notice be published in local newspaper and public hearing to be held on April 8th, 2021 at 6 p.m. via Zoom video conference.
Thank you. We got a busy April 8th.
April
Motion made by Commissioner Krieger, seconded by Commissioner Howe to set up a public hearing on April 8th. Signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next.
Application for a special one-day license to sell, dispense malt beverages and wines only, or either one. Edward Crockett and Alicia Nemi for a wedding Saturday, October 2nd, 2021, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Rogers Fort Hill Park, 53 Park Avenue East.
Kerry, are the applicants on Zoom?
Yes, I just admitted her, Alicia.
Good evening, Alicia. Do you hear us?
Hi, yes, sorry, I'm trying to activate my camera. Hi
you
there.
go.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Why don't you tell us about your event?
Yeah, we were hoping to get married in the park on October 2nd. And I think actually we have a wedding planner who should be joining soon, but we're hoping to get a license to serve wine and beer to our guests. We're expecting maybe somewhere around 120 people to come, and our wedding planners reached out to a couple of different sources for police details. So she secured 2 police people that will be there to help sort of navigate the guests and make sure that everything is under control.
Is that your fiance trying to get in on the screen here?
Yeah,
That's him.
this is
Okay.
Eddie.
Hey, Eddie, how are you?
Yeah.
Congratulations to both of you. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Okay, so obviously, you know what the state guidelines are at this particular time. I'm sure they will be getting better as we continue on, but obviously it would be to adhere to what the state's mandates are for outside gatherings. You're fully aware of that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna let some of my colleagues ask any questions they may want. Commissioner,
Just one question.
Commissioner
Have
Donahue.
you checked with the Parks Department?
Yeah, we joined a Zoom call that they had last month, and then we'll be joining another. So they approved the park permit.
Very good. Good luck.
Commissioner Krieger?
Nope.
Nope. And Commissioner Howe?
I have a question. Who is serving the alcohol? Are you hiring a bartender who's knowledgeable of the duties and responsibilities of serving alcohol and particularly with assuring that you're not serving minors alcohol?
Yeah, yep, we'll have 3 state certified bartenders. So they're all hired through the wedding planner.
Thank you.
Very good. Is there a motion on the floor?
Move.
Move approval.
Move approved by Commissioner Howe, seconded by Commissioner Donahue. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Want to wish you both the best of luck
Thank you so much.
and enjoy your day.
Thanks, you too.
Luck.
Good
Bye-bye.
luck.
Bye.
And Ms. Sheehan, I believe we have one other item, right?
Number 6, discussion of the 2021 license fees.
Okay, all of us are well aware of it, we had taken a vote, I believe, probably end of November, beginning of December. I'm not quite sure on the dates. That would waive the first 3 months of this year licensing fees. And obviously, we're not getting together before the end of the month. So I wanted to bring it up for discussion again on which way we would want to go, continue the waiving of fees by the month, not doing anything at all. So I'm just kind of throwing it out there to the other commissioners for discussion. Anybody like to speak on that?
I'd like to speak. Did we vote to waive or delay the payment?
We actually waived the first 3 months for all licenses.
Okay.
All right.
My thought on this is that I know the federal government just approved a $1.9 trillion COVID relief package. And at least it's my understanding 53 million is coming to the city of Lowell. So I think we need to know how the city is going to use that money before we make a decision. I feel like that this should go back to the city manager or the city solicitor's office and request them to provide a report on what, if any, money is earmarked for the restaurants, the bars, the package stores, because if they are getting a windfall from the federal government money, then I think they should be paying a portion of their fees. So I don't think we have enough information today, given this money out there, to make a decision. So I'd like to make a motion that we refer to the law department and or the city manager for them to report back to us relative to what, if any, funds will be earmarked for restaurants and bars, and then we can make a decision.
Do I have a second and then we can have discussion?
Yeah, second.
All right,
Second.
Commissioner Krieger, go right ahead.
I agree with what Commissioner Howell is saying. Where is the money going? Is it going into the coffers of the city, or is it being dispersed among the businesses? And I think that determines how we come down on fees. And also the question of restrictions. Once restrictions are lifted, then I think that waiver of fees is no longer appropriate. But we're still restricting businesses. So it depends on how quickly the state government lifts these restrictions. So we need information.
Commissioner Donahue.
First thing I'd like to clarify is the waiver was only, as I understood it, or remembering it now, for bars, correct, package stores. Have they paid their fees this year?
I do not believe that was the case. I will stand to be corrected, Commissioner, but I believe that we waived it for everyone at that point.
Everyone.
I
Okay.
thought we made a point that package stores were making money and were not being influenced by the limits on customers and all of that. So if we didn't exempt them from the waiver of fees, I think we at least indicated that going forward, we did not see that they needed a waiver, that they were, unless we hear differently, that they are probably doing a land office business, although I did see where alcohol sales is now down, that since we're coming out of the pandemic.
Carrie,
Yes.
is there any way that we could go back to that vote that we did take maybe in November or December on Ryan's notes? Just-
Not that at this moment,
Oh,
but
no,
yeah,
no,
I
no,
can,
no.
yeah.
I'm just thinking that I want to make sure that we're in line here, because I'm fairly certain that the vote was taken for all licenses, including the package stores. And then
Yep.
we said we'd come and revisit it at the end of the month, at the end of March. I'm not sure if any of the other commissioners recollect the same vote, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Obviously, I would not be inclined to further waive any of the package stores at this time, to be quite frank with you. I think I'd like to consolidate it more to the all alcoholic beverages for restaurants and bars, that type of thing, if we're gonna do something like that. But I totally agree with Commissioner Howe. I think it's appropriate for us to ask the city manager where these funds are gonna be allocated, and will the bars and restaurants see any of this money? And if so, how much? I know there was talk that some of the PPE money went to some of restaurants, probably 25, 50,000, but if you look at that from a whole year standpoint, that really isn't a lot of money. So I think let's find out, and I think it's a great motion by Commissioner Howe. I think we should see exactly what's going to be given to these restaurants, and at that point, even if it comes, we don't know until June or July, that's fine. We can then ask for money from April 1st on. And if they're getting more money, if not, then if they are getting a lot, then they're going to pay the whole thing from April to December. We did waive though restaurants, I know restaurants and bars for the first 3 months. I'm almost positive. So we may have to look at those minutes, Carrie,
Yep, I can take a look at that.
and
If I might,
Go
Mr.
ahead.
Chairman,
absolutely.
I wonder if effective the end of April 1st, that all package stores begin paying their fees on a prorated basis from April 1st through December,
Commissioner Krieger, Commissioner Howe, comments?
as part of Martha's motion. Martha?
Yes, I agree with that.
Okay, so
I agree.
we'll amend your motion, Commissioner Howe, to reflect that the fees are reinstated, Kerry, for
Sure.
all alcoholic package stores,
Right.
which I believe are 22 of them in the city at this point. So they will pay from April 1st to December 31st, the remainder of their fees. Everybody concur with that, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I
And
will say, sorry if I
go ahead,
can
Carrie, go
speak.
ahead.
I do think the manager's office is the right office to ask your question to rather than law, because we wouldn't know what her plans are. I mean, I can say that, we can't, the city can't use CARES Act money essentially to pay itself. So
Mhm.
we can't use that money to pay license fees that go to the city.
Got it.
If people get grants, of $10,000 and they choose to use that money to pay their license fees, that's fine. But we wouldn't have any direct mechanism to do that.
Understood. Any other questions, comments?
So are we putting it off for a month to review the fees?
I think it'll
Or the
depend
next
on, I
meeting.
think it'll depend on correspondence from the city manager's office. Joe.
Okay,
And
okay.
Like I
8
said,
April seems good to me.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Okay.
All right. Any other unfinished business? If not, we
Move
have a motion-
adjournment.
vote by Commissioner Krieger, seconded by Commissioner Howe. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen, have a great evening.
Thanks, you
Thank you
too.
very much.
Very
Night.
much.
Bye.
Good to see you.
Same here.
Okay.
Thank you, Mary.
Yes, thank you, Mary.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Good night.